Welcome to CyberExplain channel. Today we are going to discuss why IAM matters, unpacking the business benefits and risks. Hey everyone, welcome back to our IAM chat. Ever wondered how companies keep all your private stuff, like your email or bank account, super safe online? It's all about something called identity and access management, or IAM for short. Think of it as the ultimate bouncer and security guard for all things digital inside a company. It's the system that figures out who you are, confirms it, and then decides what you are actually allowed to touch. Basically, it's the backbone of digital trust, making sure the right people get to the right stuff, and the wrong people stay out. Pretty important, right? So, what's an identity in this digital world? It's simply what makes you, well, you to a computer system. This isn't just about us humans, even apps, servers, and smart devices have digital identities they need to prove. Just like your passport confirms who you are when you travel, a digital identity confirms who or what a system is dealing with. It's the first crucial step in making any decision about access. Without a clear identity, a system doesn't know friend from foe. And access. That's what you are allowed to do once your identity is confirmed. Can you read a super secret file? Write new information into a database? Maybe even delete an old report. It's like having a special key for certain rooms in a big building. Different keys open different doors, and some keys might let you do more than just enter, they might let you change things too. IAM carefully manages these keys to ensure actions match permissions. The management part of IAM is all about making sure these identities and access rights are handled smoothly throughout their entire lifespan. From the moment someone joins a company and gets their first access, to when they change roles and need different permissions, right up until they leave the company. It's about getting it right every single step of the way, continuously. This includes setting up, modifying, reviewing, and ultimately, taking away access when it's no longer needed. So, why do businesses invest so much into IAM? It's not just about stopping bad guys, though that's a huge part of it. A strong IAM strategy brings a ton of amazing benefits that really impact the bottom line and how smoothly a company runs. It's about making operations more efficient, keeping people happy, and even helping to grow the business securely. Let's dive into some of these key advantages, beyond just the tech side of things. First up, productivity. Imagine starting a new job, all excited and ready to go, but you can't access your email, the company's shared drive, or even the project management tool for days. Frustrating, right? Good IAM makes sure you get the right access to the right tools right when you need them. This means new hires can jump straight into action, and existing employees don't face annoying delays when their roles change or they need new software. Time saved is work done. Let's make this concrete with an example. With an automated IAM system, when HR inputs a new employee's data into their system, this action automatically triggers the creation of accounts across all necessary applications, like email, team chat, and specific project folders. There are no manual requests from the new employee, and no waiting for IT to painstakingly set up each account individually. It's a seamless, day one ready experience, getting everyone productive from the very first minute. This automation truly saves countless hours. Next, happy users. Ever forgotten your password and had to call the IT help desk only to wait on hold? Annoying, right? Good IAM systems often include self-service options, so you can reset your own password, unlock your account, or even request access to new tools easily, without needing IT intervention. This empowers users to manage basic access needs, making them feel more in control and reducing frustration. And let's be honest, fewer calls to IT means happier IT folks too. A huge win for user satisfaction is single sign-on, or SSO. Imagine logging in once to your computer or a central company portal, and then magically, you can access all your other work apps like email, customer relationship management, CRM, software, or project tools without having to re-enter your password over and over. It's like having a universal key for all your digital work apps. This eliminates the password sprawl headache and makes navigating your digital workday incredibly smooth. Now, the big one, security. IAM is your digital fort's strongest wall. It's about making sure only the right people or machines get in and only to the specific areas they need, protecting all your valuable data from intruders. Without strong IAM, even the most advanced firewalls can be useless if an attacker gets hold of a legitimate user's credentials. It's truly foundational for preventing breaches and keeping sensitive information out of the wrong hands. Think about multi-factor authentication, or MFA. That's when you don't just use a password, but also something else unique to you, like a code from your phone, your fingerprint, or even a face scan. Even if a hacker somehow steals your password, they still can't get in because they don't have your phone or your biometric data. It's like putting two completely different locks on your front door, requiring two different keys. This simple step makes it dramatically harder for attackers to compromise accounts. Nobody likes getting in trouble with the rules, and businesses have lots of regulations to follow, especially around customer data privacy, like GDPR or HIPAA. Good IAM helps companies prove they're properly protecting information and controlling access, which makes audits much smoother. Instead of scrambling to gather evidence, a well-implemented IAM system can generate reports to demonstrate compliance instantly. This avoids hefty fines and builds trust with customers who know their data is safe. A key part of compliance is regularly reviewing who has access to what. IAM systems can automate these access reviews, sending out notifications to managers or application owners. They'll be prompted to confirm if their team members or specific users still need all their current permissions. This way, no one accidentally holds on to access they shouldn't, helping to maintain the principle of least privilege. These automated cycles provide undeniable evidence for auditors that access is properly governed. Believe it or not, good security can actually save a lot of money. When IAM processes are automated and centralized, IT teams spend significantly less time on repetitive, manual tasks like setting up new accounts or resetting passwords. This frees them up for more strategic, impactful work that drives the business forward. Less manual effort also means fewer human errors, which reduces the cost of fixing mistakes. It's an investment that pays for itself over time by streamlining operations. Remember that automated onboarding example? The same powerful automation applies when someone leaves the company. Their access is instantly and consistently revoked across all systems, reducing the risk of a breach from an ex-employee and saving IT from manually disabling accounts one by one across dozens of systems. This isn't just about security, it's a huge operational cost saving. It's far more efficient than the old manual way, preventing wasted time and potential security cleanups. Finally, IAM helps businesses stay agile and adopt exciting new technologies securely. Want to move more operations to the cloud? Integrate a new AI-powered tool. A solid IAM foundation makes it much easier and safer to bring these innovations into your business environment. Instead of security being a roadblock, it becomes an enabler, allowing companies to experiment and grow without compromising their digital defenses. It future-proofs your organization for the next wave of tech. Alright, we've seen all the amazing things good IAM can do for a business. But what happens if a company doesn't get it right, or worse, ignores it completely? Well, let's just say it can quickly turn into a digital nightmare, costing not just money, but also reputation, customer trust, and even regulatory penalties. The absence of proper IAM doesn't just mean missing out on benefits, it introduces severe, concrete risks that can cripple an organization. Let's unpack these dangers. First and foremost, poor IAM means weak security. If identities aren't properly verified or access isn't tightly controlled, it's like leaving your front door wide open for cybercriminals. Attackers constantly look for these kinds of vulnerabilities, and a lax IAM system is often their easiest entry point. This is how many high-profile data breaches happen, where unauthorized individuals gain access to sensitive systems and data, leading to devastating consequences. It directly exposes your most valuable assets. A common and incredibly dangerous problem is stale accounts. These are old user accounts that are still active even after someone has left the company, changed roles significantly, or is no longer an active contractor. They often go unnoticed and become prime targets for hackers to sneak in undetected using dormant credentials. Worse, a disgruntled ex-employee might still have access and intentionally exploit it, as we'll see in our real-world scenario. These forgotten accounts are essentially backdoors into your systems. Contrary to popular belief, poor IAM doesn't save money, it costs money big time. Think about it, manual processes mean more staff time. Constant help desk calls about forgotten passwords tie up valuable IT resources. And then there's the potentially astronomical expense of cleaning up after security incidents or breaches that could have been prevented. These reactive costs drain resources much faster than any proactive investment in good IAM ever would. It's a false economy that ultimately costs more. Without self-service password resets or automated provisioning, imagine the sheer volume of calls the IT support team gets daily, just for basic account issues. Each password reset, each new account setup, each access request, all done manually, takes time, staff, and money. This constant firefighting pulls valuable IT resources away from more strategic, innovative projects that could actually help the business grow. It's a never-ending cycle of expensive, reactive work. Remember all those legal and regulatory requirements we talked about? Poor IAM makes it virtually impossible for a company to prove compliance. This can lead to massive fines from regulatory bodies, expensive legal battles from affected individuals, and a complete loss of trust from customers and partners. It's not just bad for business reputationally, it's incredibly expensive from a legal and financial standpoint. Non-compliance often results in publicly disclosed incidents, which only compounds the damage. Here's a stark example: if a company can't properly track who accessed sensitive customer data, or worse, fails to delete all associated accounts for someone who exercised their right to be forgotten under regulations like GDPR, that's a direct and severe violation. Such non-compliance can carry penalties up to tens of millions of euros or a percentage of global revenue. Imagine the fallout from not being able to prove you've honored a user's data rights. It's a huge liability. Just as good IAM boosts productivity, bad IAM grinds it to a painful halt. Imagine constantly facing delays in getting access to new systems, struggling with forgotten passwords multiple times a day, or waiting ages for essential system changes. All this friction means employees can't do their jobs effectively, wasting valuable work hours. This isn't just annoying, it directly impacts project timelines, business operations, and ultimately, the company's ability to compete. Time truly is money, and poor IAM burns it fast. Picture this all-too-common scenario: a new critical project starts, and suddenly, everyone on the team needs access to a new shared drive, a specific cloud application, and a project management tool. If the access request process is all manual, it's a flurry of emails, paper forms needing multiple signatures, and waiting lists for IT. Days, sometimes even weeks, can pass before everyone has what they need, delaying the entire project. This inefficiency creates real bottlenecks and missed opportunities. Beyond just productivity, poor IAM leads to a truly terrible user experience for employees. Constant password issues, needing multiple separate logins for different applications, or confusing, inconsistent access request procedures makes employees feel inefficient, annoyed, and undervalued. Who wants to work in an environment where basic tasks are a constant battle? This frustration can lead to lower morale, decreased engagement, and even a higher turnover rate, impacting the company's ability to retain talent. Without a solution like single sign-on, users might have to juggle 10, 20, or even more different usernames and passwords for all the various applications they use throughout their workday. That's a recipe for disaster. It leads to using weak, easily guessable passwords, writing them down on sticky notes, or constantly forgetting them. This password sprawl isn't just exhausting, it also creates massive security risks because people often reuse passwords, making them vulnerable if just one is compromised. When different systems don't effectively communicate with each other about identities and access rights, it creates what we call data silos. This means important information, instead of flowing freely, gets stuck within isolated applications or departments. It hinders collaboration across teams, slows down decision-making, and prevents a holistic view of the business. Without integrated IAM, sharing resources securely and efficiently becomes a nightmare, directly impacting a company's ability to innovate and respond quickly to market changes. Let's bring this to life with a very real and, unfortunately, very common breach scenario: the ex-employee. Imagine a hypothetical company, MegaCorp, had an employee named Alex who left the company 6 months ago. Due to poor IAM processes and a lack of proper checks, Alex's accounts were never fully deprovisioned across all systems. His old credentials were still active in some forgotten corners of MegaCorp's IT infrastructure. This is a classic vulnerability that many organizations face. One evening, feeling disgruntled, Alex decided to try logging into his old VPN access from home. To his surprise, it still worked, using the exact same username and password he'd always used. Once inside, he navigated to his old network drive, which, unbelievably, was still accessible and contained sensitive customer lists and sales projections. Without any alerts or automated blocks, Alex proceeded to download thousands of these confidential records, all while MegaCorp remained completely unaware of the intrusion. It was an open door, exploited. Alex later sold those downloaded customer records and sales projections to a competitor. MegaCorp then suffered a massive, public data breach, which was traced back to Alex's still active account. This incident led to millions in regulatory fines for negligence, a complete erosion of customer trust, and a huge hit to their brand reputation. The cost of investigation, remediation, and lost business was immense. All of this because of one forgotten account and a failure in their IAM offboarding process. Could MegaCorp have caught Alex before the damage was done? Absolutely. With proper IAM and diligent auditing, unusual login patterns like Alex logging in after hours from an unknown residential IP address 6 months after leaving would have immediately triggered high-priority alerts. An IAM system with User Behavior Analytics (UBA) could have even flagged unusual access to sensitive files that Alex rarely touched when he was an active employee. These systems are designed to spot anomalies that human eyes might miss. So, how do we prevent a MegaCorp scenario from happening again? Strong IAM policies demand automated deprovisioning across the board. When HR flags an employee as terminated in their system, every single integrated application and system should automatically, instantly, and irrevocably revoke that individual's access. No exceptions, no manual oversight needed. Implementing regular access reviews and a zero-trust approach, always verifying, never implicitly trusting, would also significantly reduce such risks. It's about building a system that doesn't forget. Let's quickly recap the incredible value and strategic advantage that a well-implemented IAM program brings to any organization. It's truly a game changer. It makes your entire team more productive and efficient, ensures your users are happier and less frustrated, and makes your invaluable data significantly safer from threats. Furthermore, it simplifies those tricky compliance obligations and ultimately helps reduce your overall operating costs. It's a win-win across the board, enabling growth and stability. And on the flip side, let's not forget the severe consequences of ignoring or poorly implementing IAM. It's a recipe for disaster, devastating security breaches that expose sensitive data, crippling financial penalties from regulators, and a business that struggles with inefficient, frustrated employees. On top of that, you face mounting operational costs from constant manual intervention and cleanup. Neglecting IAM is not just risky, it actively undermines your business foundation and future success. One golden rule, a cornerstone of strong IAM, is the principle of least privilege. This means everyone, people, applications, and even devices should only ever have the bare minimum access they absolutely need to do their job, and nothing more. No extra keys lying around, no access just in case. If someone's role only requires them to read a report, they shouldn't have the ability to modify or delete it. This drastically reduces the potential damage if an account is compromised or if an honest mistake is made. It's about precision in permissions. Ultimately, IAM isn't just an IT thing or a checkbox for security, it's a fundamental business enabler. It's what allows companies to confidently grow, innovate, expand into new markets, and embrace cutting-edge technologies securely in our increasingly digital world. Investing in good IAM isn't a cost or a burden, it's a critical investment in your organization's future success, resilience, and reputation. It's about empowering your business to thrive safely in the digital age. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the CyberExplain channel. See you on the next video.